forcing them to guard at all three levels.
And how about the touch there inside? And that's where Randall likes to get the ball, and you can see why.
And here's Joseph for three. Buries it from three-point range. Joseph's got 7 points in the game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
So the Timberwolves called their this past summer that the Trailblazers were for sale.
And with the entirety of the proceeds of that sale going to charitable causes, and with franchise value skyrocketing league-wide, a lot of good is going to come from this transfer.
And now a chance to honor a player who has been on fire recently. His play has earned him Player of the Week in the West.
And when you have a big man carrying as much of the load as he has, it just makes things so easy for the rest of your team. Completely deserving of the award.
Now here's Randall. He is a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. No good from outside. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And Lillard throws it down.
Yeah, Lillard has those ups. He can get to the rim when he wants to.
Here's DiVincenzo. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Pass to Randall. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. So for the Timberwolves, their last game a win against the Celtics.
Because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, they didn't play down to the level of their opponent.
To the missed 3 from Joseph. Randall no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that's not all.
And it's Klingon with the jam.
And what a setup for Klingon, who just has to reach up to throw down that lob.
And so it's Randall bringing it up now for Minnesota. They trail by 3. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Three-pointer, Lillard. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Now here's McDaniel. He's coming off a 10-point game against Philadelphia. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chauncey Billups. His team is facing off with the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. As far as how they plan to defend him, Coach said it'll be a team effort. They plan to rotate who has him defensively, and Coach's words were, Ant is so special. You have to guard him with the numbers. Guys?
Thank you, Allie. Here's what Portland's going with right now. Robert Williams, he's jacked in for Klingon. Abdia comes in for Jeremy Grant, and it's Sharp in for Lillard.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Not get them 1 to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Robert Williams.
And how about the commitment from Edwards, refusing to give up on that play.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. And Tim, here we are coming out of the All-Star break. Can you see the difference that rest makes on the court?
There is nothing that can replace a fresh set of legs for any NBA player. So certainly rest is going to be a big factor as we enter here the stretch run before the playoffs.
How about mentally? We know physically it helps. What about mentally? Where do you put that portion of this rest?
It's critical because these games take on greater significance. There's added pressure. And also, I think the game plans become more difficult to navigate against. So you need to be fresh where it counts between the ears.
That's interesting.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Now, here's Joseph. This game an incredible scoring display for him.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Highland passes to McDaniels. The Timberwolves again can't hit. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a win against the Suns.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
They were so precise with their execution. They didn't make many mistakes on either end, and that took the crowd out of the game.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. The Blazers getting the bucket. Highland passes to Reed. Back to Highland. Just 5 on the clock. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. The 3 from Joseph. Trailblazers keep it alive. Pass to Sharp. Williams trying to break free. Sharp, that's good. Sharp's got his second basket.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends. Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
And so it's Portland holding on to an 11-point.
12.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Blazers.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Front-court spots filled by Edwards and Randall. Dante DiVincenzo is out there with Dosumu. And it's Reed in at the center position. And Greg, when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep with size up front.
That can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. Tamani Kamara, he's checked in for Robert Williams. And a change for the Timberwolves. Michael Conley, he's checked in for Dosumu. Joseph against Reed. Henderson outside. Rebound, Minnesota. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Well, they say film doesn't lie, and you could just imagine these guys watching this film. It's going to be an ugly sight for sure.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, Anthony Edwards is truly a superstar on the rise. He said, quote, "People forget how young I am. I'm not even touching my prime yet. I'm just trying to get more efficient as every year goes by." Back over to you.
Yep, a star on the rise. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Here's Joseph. And again, it's the Trailblazers missing. Timberwolves trail by 9. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Henderson defending. To the paint. Here's Reed. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Randall against Lillard. Outside, Joseph. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists tonight.
And you see the leadership of Lillard in that sequence, keeping everyone involved, not looking to do it all himself, but creating for his team.
Reed gets the bucket. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. And we were talking about, Tim, the front office, the Blazers very pleased with their internal development.
Well, the pieces fit. They're not just young players looking to score, but you have guys who are willing to defend and make hustle plays. That's how you build.
And so it's Portland in control with that.
Your score, Portland 45, Minnesota 36.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
MP is out there with Grant. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Scoot Henderson. And it's Klingon in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. So, Tim, let me put you in a different hand. If you're running an NBA franchise, would you rather build around a guard, wing, or a big man in today's NBA?
I think I'd go with the wing with size, a guy that can create his own offense, and for which there is no great defensive matchup. Those guys, to me, are the ones that can help lead you to the promised land.
A good blueprint.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Out to the right wing. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And McDaniels with the block. DiVincenzo against Lillard. Now here's DiVincenzo. Not a lot of room. It's good.
Dante DiVincenzo.
90 seconds now into the second half. Lillard on top. Defended by DiVincenzo. Shot by Joseph. No good. Timberwolves trail by 10. And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he lines up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
That is just beautiful ball movement. Unselfish basketball.
McDaniels dishes to Randall. Over Joseph. Shot clock at 6. Does not go down. That miss makes him 7 for 12 in the game. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Back to Klingon. A fader. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against Phoenix was outstanding. He added 61 points. And as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
A different look now for Portland. Williams, he's checked in for Donovan Klingon. Toumani Camara comes in for Jeremy Grant. And Shaedon Sharpe subbed in for Henderson. And then for Minnesota, Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. And it's Dosunmu in for Julius Randle.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Shot by Joseph, no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Well, that is the shot he should be looking for. He's just got to hope for better luck next time.
Offline with his 3.
Well, he better focus now. His efficiency is dropping, but there's enough game left to make corrections.
Outside Williams. A 3-ball. The rebound by Dosunmu.
Well, he's not having as much success shooting the ball early as he wanted, but so far, it's not hurting their team performance.
Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Trailblazers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. MP high post. He's against Reed. Another miss by MP.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Timberwolves ball.
Diaz checked in for the Trailblazers. Bones Highland is checked in for Minnesota. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Reed misses. Trailblazers leading by 7. Abdi on the wing. Shoots a fader off the left rim and out.
It's been a rough quarter for him, not efficient at all.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Joseph.
Minnesota ball.
The Trailblazers making a switch here.
On the court.
Eibel's checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Conley's checked in. Pass to Edwards. 5 on the clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Anthony Edwards taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. Guy plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
And Edwards drops them both.
And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
Here's Sharp. An easy 2 points on the way. Sharp's got 8.
Oh, nice job executing inside. Sharp's confidence is what makes him such a...
Edwards with the dunk of the night.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. It's the Trailblazers up by 5. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
Now for Portland. Donovan Clingan, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Joseph comes in for Tamani Kamara. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Charlotte. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Minnesota. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Michael Conley. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, the big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. Bones Highland is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Edwards in at the free slot. And Lillard throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. The turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Can they get it? Clingan with the block.
And at 7'2", Clingan is a huge shot blocking threat. Guys have got to be careful when he's around. Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
Over in the corner, Edwards. Here's Randall. And Clingan pulls it down. Clingan's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Henderson with it. Now defended by Gobert. And that one's good by Henderson.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And the Timberwolves call time. Some early scuffles for the third pick overall in 2023, but Tim Scoot Henderson coming on strong.
Well, he is slowly improving his efficiency. He has a long way to go, but with those physical tools and work ethic, I wouldn't bet against him.
Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Highland. Swing in with the block. They get it back. Randall with the bucket.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Outside, Joseph. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. And that's 20 points for Joseph. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Portland.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
And that one misses. You know, Greg, being a two-way player, we've got Jeremy Grant into the NBA. But now he's grown even more.
Yeah, early on in his career, he's often the primary defender on elite scorers. Then he added scoring to his game in Detroit, becoming an effective two-way player.
Edwards kicks to Randall. Wide open shot is on the money. And that's 20 points for Julius Randle.
This is how Randall likes to operate, taking it in to the defense over and over again.
Henderson passes to Joseph. Sinks the three-pointer. Joseph's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Portland.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Stolen by Joseph. DiVincenzo against Lillard. And here's Joseph for three. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Daniels is checked in for Dosunmu.
Timberwolves substitution, Jaden McDaniels.
And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Timberwolves. 19-point game. Count it. Randall's got 6 here in this quarter.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
Joseph against Randall. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Here's Edwards. The Trailblazers pull it in. Joseph's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Grant on the wing. McDaniels defending. Shot by Joseph. No good. Timberwolves trail by 17.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Portland.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And for the year now, they'll have 52 wins under the belt.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Joseph.
He was really an intimidator out there. His shot blocking was incredible.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Reed, he's checked in for Julius Randle. Bones Highland comes in for Edwards. And it's Mike Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. Pass to Avdia. The three from Joseph. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Trailblazers lead by 18.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And this is the right play by Conley, sticking with the motion and ensuring he gets to the line.
Mike Conley, 2 shots.
And so he hits both. So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. GA, how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league. But if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
Inside, Randall. Portland grabs the miss.
And his defense, so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Here's Joseph, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Looking for a little extra style points right there with the fadeaway.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying... Coming up in the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois, at United Center, the Trailblazers taking on the Bulls. The Trailblazers, a stellar year has put them at the top of the Western Conference. First place doesn't come easy, but you know what? They've worked for every single win. Bulls, Blazers, on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Scoot Henderson. Jeremy Grant is out there with MP. Then there's Donovan Clingan. And it's Lillard in at the 1. And for the Bulls, Josh Giddey is out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's Collins. Then it's Miller. And it's Okoro in at the 3. As we enter tonight's game, there is a clear favorite, RJ, in this one.
That's true. I can tell you something else. Underdogs do win, and they do hear all the noise, so let's let this game be decided on the court.
And the Bulls start out with the ball. Giddey against Lillard. Lets a floater go. Clingan with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Portland on defense. Giddey kicks to Simons. Giddey with it. Now Henderson defending. Clock at 4. Oh, Giddey in position.
And this is something Simons continues to work on. Love seeing him look to involve his teammates.
Giddey against Lillard. And a deep 3 from MP. For the 3. The rebound by Simons. Here's Chicago. Last
show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
If they can clean up the turnovers and make better decisions, it should be a much closer game this time around.
And it's Lillard again missing. Hey, Richard, the play-in tournament has not been kind to the Bulls in the past couple years.
Well, first of all, you shouldn't be in the play-in tournament 3 seasons in a row. That's where we should start. And every time they fail, top 6 seed can be.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Oh, for 3, not the start they're looking for.
Down low. From Okoro.
Oh, gritty inside. Simons amongst the big bodies.
Lillard the pass to Joseph. Lillard dishes to Joseph. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's Clingan with the jam.
And what a setup for Clingan, who just has to reach up to throw down that lob.
Pass to Okoro. Outside, Simons. Now here's Giddey. And it's sent back by Lillard.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
A 3-pointer, no good.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
And anytime you get a fast break chance, you want to run. And Simons, a terrific finisher. And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Henderson against Giddey. And then Henderson with the dunk.
And Henderson doesn't need any extra motivation to head straight for the rim.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Clingan with the block. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Near the 3-point line, it's Joseph. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
And that is why coaches preach about the details. The margins in this league are razor thin.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Zach Collins. Rashani Abusele comes in for Miller. Bruce Ellis is checked in for Isaac Okoro. And Trey Jones subbed in for Josh Giddey. Portland trailing here. It's intercepted. Simons with the ball. Now Henderson defending. Jones against Lillard. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Three-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And there comes a point when, for the team's sake, you might want to move it. He's hurting him with all of these misses.
Outside, Jones. And again, Chicago. No good. The Trailblazers have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. And that one's good by Henderson.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Yabusele. Still scoreless. Throws it up high. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Grant. It's deflected.
Making good use of his length. Buzelis able to track down the block that time.
Lillard against Jones. And the rejection by MP. Nice shot by Yabusele. And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers. Coming off Minnesota.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
And on top of probably having the better talent, they never let up. Great effort, great win.
And the Bulls making a change here. Williams is checked in. Back to Jones. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Simons kicks to Williams. From 10 feet out, Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
First team foul.
Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's Krejci. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
It looked like he was playing against his little brother out there. The way he just went right over him with his height.
Portland shooting their first free throw tonight.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board. 77% collectively.
Now, here's Simon. 32 points for him last game against Charlotte. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Shot clock at 5. From past the arc. That one's not going to go. 1 quarter in the books. It's been a close one so far. Bulls lead by 2. The second quarter.
13. Portland 11.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
In rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. The wings for him, Sharp and Avdia. Williams is out there with MP. And it's Krejci in at the point. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Timberwolves was a man on a mission. He scored 28 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Allie, we appreciate the update. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Chicago calls timeout. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract. We're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thanks so much for the report, Shams. Here's Yabusele. He's checked in for Williams. Back to Sharp to the inside. Joseph. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Joseph's got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
To Collins. The 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And there's a whistle. It goes on Shaedon Sharpe.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. Giddey the pass to Okoro. Giddey surveying the D. Back to Okoro. Good on the shot.
And make no mistake, Giddey is a skilled passer who knows when and where to put the ball.
Lillard against Giddey. To the left side wing. Kamara with it. Scoreless thus far. Joseph, that's good.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Miller, the pass to Giddey. Down low, here's Collins, and the rejection by MP. Miller, that's for 2. To the paint, here's Grant, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Now it's a 5-point Trailblazer lead. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Portland.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Lillard comes with the double team. Miller, the pass to Giddey. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Lobbed up there for Collins. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. The finish. And Henderson throws it down hard.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Chicago calls timeout. RJ, the NBA this season hosting some regular season games in Berlin and in London. Possible basketball markets moving forward.
Yeah, with the NBA looking at a new league in Europe, bringing the NBA games to these cities will help drive the interest.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Zach Collins. Buzelis comes in for Gershon Yabusele. Simon, he's checked in for Okoro. And Trey Jones subbed in for Josh Giddey. And a switch here also for Portland. Klingen's checked in. Grant kicks to Joseph. Good, and Grant gets the assist. 17 points for Joseph.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Jeremy Grant began his career as an activity role player, but he's been adding layers. He said at the start, whatever I needed to do to get on the court, whether it was defense, rebounding, blocking shots, I was going to do it. Work in expanding my role. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Miller. Abdias checked in for Portland. Lillard, the pass to Joseph. Oh, good on the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
They get it again. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Williams, he's checked in for Klingen.
Portland substitution, Robert Williams.
Fader on the way. Another miss by MP.
you're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Richards passes to Jones. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first half. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bruce Ellis. There's the double team with Grant. For 3, Williams. Avdia with the rebound. Joseph with the ball. Williams picks him up. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Portland shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. That free throw, no good.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. So for the Trailblazers, Matisse Thybulle checked in for Grant. And Shaedon Sharpe subbed in for Lillard.
That's his second, and I think they'll keep him in. But he's got to be careful for the third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
Chicago shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Williams up on top. Over Thybulle. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Williams.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
Chicago 26, Portland 31.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been one outstanding game from Joseph.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
And Bernie Simon's out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Miller. Then it's Okoro. And it's Richards in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Giddey kicks to Okoro. Again with the block.
And swatting shots away with ferocity.
GA, he is not messing around in this one. Zach Collins checked in for Chicago. Trailblazers leading by 8. Lillard the pass to Grant. And here's Joseph for 3. Collins grabs the miss. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. Pass to Miller. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film. And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Simons from outside. Portland grabs the miss.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter. Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Giddey the pass to Okoro. Now Giddey. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. And it's Donovan Clingan with the foul. That's his first foul. Chicago making a switch here. Yabusele's checked in. Here's Giddey. 9-point game. Pass to Okoro. 6 to shoot. Rejection by MP.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Chicago calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to... And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Portland.
Oh, they've done a lot of damage in transition. Every time they see a chance to push the tempo, they're gone.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after.
Joseph, that's good.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Pass to Buzelis. Simons surveying the D. Banked in off the glass. Simons has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And while he's not the biggest guy in the world, Simons will battle and make some tough shots like that one.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
That's a 2 from Simons. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And this is what Simons does best. Once he catches fire, this guy is a tough one to put out.
And so it's Portland going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll get you back to the action after this break. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Bulls trail by 10. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Henderson and Sharp are the guards. MP is out there with Avdia. And it's Williams at the center position. A nice shot by Okoro.
And they found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Joseph has an open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
3.
Joseph's got 9 points now in just the second half. The Bulls shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Pass to Buzelis. Now here's Okoro. Defended by Sharp. Portland leading by 11. Joseph, the pass to Avdia. Goes up from the top of the key.
Joseph.
That's good from Joseph on the assist by Avdia. That's 29 points for Joseph. Jones against Henderson. And here's Jones. Stolen by Henderson. Joseph looking over the floor. Here's Williams. And again, it's Portland converted.
And even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Henderson against Jones. To the middle. Here's Miller. And it's Miller with the jam.
Oh, boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Now a timeout called by Portland.
On your feet, fans, make some noise. It's time for T-shirts.
Josh Giddey's checked in for Jones. Portland also making some changes. Donovan Clingan, he's checked in for Williams. Grant comes in for Avdia. And Lillard subbed in for Shaden Sharp. Kicks it out to MP. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
For 3.
Lillard's got 6 assists in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Buzelis. Clingan with the block.
Intimidation at the defensive end. That's something Clingan can provide right away, while the rest of his game is a bit of a work in progress.
The Blazers on offense. They're on a 10-2 run here. Lillard misses.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Out to Miller. Uncovered. Joseph with the rebound. Joseph's got his 4th rebound in this one. Lillard against Giddey. Lillard misses.
Even with a big goose egg by his name on the shot chart, the team is somehow managing just fine without him.
In the corner, Collins with it. Pass to Buzelis. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Already a gifted passer, Henderson has solid vision for such a young player.
At the elbow, Collins. And it's Miller in the corner. That one a little long.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
No coverage that time. 36 points for Joseph.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
Klingon with the block. Lillard scanning the floor. Trains it from beyond the arc. Lillard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Back to Giddey. They could use a bucket. There's another block. And that's 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th, too.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Portland.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And in what's been a solid season, to say the least, tonight's game will push their win total now up to 53.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Joseph.
And there's no question his defense set the tone for his team and gave them the rim protection they needed. Outstanding effort.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. And then for the Trailblazers, Toumani Camara comes in for Grant, and Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Henderson. Outside Williams. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Trailblazers ball. Portland substitution, Robert Williams.
The Trailblazers on offense. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Joseph, that's good.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind.
And Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan.